everyone, welcome back. On this week's episode we are going to be looking at range of movement. So whether you struggle with range of movement in your shoulders, hips, knees, ankles, your back, wherever it may be, hopefully these 3 sets of exercises are going to help you get nice and mobilized and warmed up for any more exercises you do today. As always, it's super important, even though it's not going to be quite as vigorous as our previous classes, please make sure you're nice and warmed up and clear some space and get some water ready and you will be set to go. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay everyone, so this episode we're going to work slightly differently. So I'm going to show you and break down as much as I can the different exercises in the different sets so you guys can have a real good picture of what you are trying to aim for. So there's going to be 3 different exercises with 3 different progressions in each. I'm going to break down the first one for you right now. Okay everyone, so the first exercise in our first set is going to be our side tilt. This is going to progress 3 different levels, but the first one is as follows. So we're going to stand feet shoulder width apart, arms down by our side, and all we're going to do is take a big deep breath in, and as we exhale we're going to reach down towards our heel, doesn't matter which side you start with, and then reaching back up. Each time we're going to go further and further. If it helps, what we can do is we can walk our fingers down the side of our leg and we try and just aim to touch as far down as we can. This is really going to help mobilize our movement and encourage movement along our intercostals and our lower back. This is a great one for if anyone's got a sore back and finds it hard to get warm in this area. So just once more, standing straight and reaching down nice and slow. Really important this one guys to use the breath. So this one I would like you to repeat 8 to 10 times. So the next exercise everyone is going to be progression. So we're going to stand in our parallel second position, and all we're going to do is exactly the same as the start. We're going to walk or slide our hands down the side of our leg to as far as we can get to. Once we're here, we're then going to reach out as far as we can, keeping our legs straight over the top and over to our other foot. We're then going to come round the front. If you can't touch the bottom of the floor, don't worry, just go as far as you can. Coming round, twisting the body again, encouraging that movement at the hips. And then the opposite arm is going to bring us back all the way over to the top. So second side guys, same thing again, reaching down towards that foot and reaching out as far as we can. Don't shortcut this bit. Over to the other side, across the front, keeping those legs straight. Feel the stretch from the bum all the way down to the heels. A really good one for the stretch to the back of the legs. From the front, and then reaching over, opposite side, coming back to the beginning. Same again, 8 to 10 times. Okay, moving on to our third exercise in this set, we're going to come back to our parallel second position. And this time all we're going to change is we're going to encourage some bend through the knees and the ankles just to help that movement through the hips and the knees. So we're going to come down, and this time as we reach down towards our foot, we're going to bend our right knee and we're going to reach out. You should be able to get even further reach here, all the way over, bending that left knee, coming down, bending both knees at the front, making sure knees are nicely over toes, and coming back and reaching with that opposite as far as we possibly can, and back to the start. Other side, bending the knee, reaching down, skimming the floor, all the way over to the top, twisting that upper body all the way over, coming back towards the front, and other side, and back to neutral. As I said guys, 1, 2 and 3 of that exercise, encourage as far as you can with the twists. With the reaches, it's all about getting further with our movement as much as we can. Don't just go for the shortest route, really try and reach for the furthest route round. All 3 exercises, 8 to 10 times, give it a go, and then we'll move on. Okay everyone, so moving on, you can either do that first set and then come back, or you can watch each of the 3 sets and then repeat after you've watched them in your own time, whichever suits you. I'm going to, same again, talk through it and give you as much information for you guys to go away and do it at home yourself. So the second set, you are going to need something that resembles a belt or a scarf. I have got some stretchy exercise band. For those of you who are dancers out there, I'm sure you'll have something like this at home, but if not, a scarf or a belt does exactly the same job. So same again, we're going to have 3 different exercises, each a progression of the first one. So the first exercise I'm going to break down for you is our shoulder mobilization stretch. So we're going to stand parallel feet. This is going to be a recurring for all three in this set. We are going to reach out, and you want to test the water and see where your shoulders are at today. I have quite flexible shoulders, so I can have quite a narrow grip. But if you have sticky, stiff shoulders, you will want to have quite a wide grip on whatever you have. So just feel your own and see how you get on. We're going to start out with a slight bend in the knees, and we're going to look forward, chest up, shoulders down. And we are going to reach our arms over our head and as far as they will go. And then coming back just to where it feels comfortable. Don't push it too much, but you want to just test the water and just push it slightly to get that stretch in the shoulders. Each time going further and further. You can also do this at home with a stick or a broom, whatever you have available. I'm sure you can make it work. So the same again, guys, make sure you are coming back to the same position and try and stay consistent with your exercises. So try and see what works for you and then try and repeat that. Always staying conscious of what muscles are engaging, being really mindful. As I said, shoulders down, chest up, eyes out, and we're going to go for 8 to 10 reps of this one. Okay, let's move on. I'll show you the next one. Okay folks, so exercise number 2 of this set, we're going to come back to exactly the same point. Hopefully by this point you'll have figured out whereabouts is comfortable for you in relation to your shoulders. We're going to come back to here, and all we're going to do is we're going to rotate our band or our scarf just to vertical, and from here we're going to look underneath our armpit, give your armpit a sniff, and then we're going to come back, reverse it, and it's going to be in one smooth motion. So we're going to come underneath until we feel that stretch, and then coming back. This is going to really give you a nice stretch up the back and the hips, and if you want to increase that even more, what we can do is we can come to this point here and we can let our opposite knee just bend slightly so we can bend into it even more. As I said before, people, don't stretch too far. We don't want to be hurting ourselves or straining our muscles too much. This is just to try and increase and encourage motion through our joints and through our different points in our body. So just to recap, second exercise, 8 to 10 times. We're going to come through underneath, look through the window, smell your armpit, and coming back. Using the breath. I like to exhale as I'm going under, and then coming back. Keeping the shoulders down, reaching those arms out, use the fingertips, and coming back. Let's move on to the third exercise. Okay everyone, so the third exercise in this set, we are going to start off. I will stand to my side so you guys can see a clear picture of what I'm doing. So nice and easy, we're coming back to the same position we have. And all we're going to do is our band is going to lead the way. It's going to pull us down, and our chin's going to go to our chest, and it's going to pull us down all the way to the floor. If we can't touch the floor, don't worry, just go to your absolute maximum. And then we're going to come down and we're going to skim, and our band is then going to take us back through a flat back all the way up to the top, and then we can reset and restart. Same again everyone, 8 to 10 times. The band leads all the way, bringing us down through straight legs, and then it comes up past the ears, flat back, all the way to the top, reset, shoulders down. And the breath in, breath out, hand taking us down, fingertips lead all the way down. Once you get to your maximum, it's going to come in front, reaching out to the front, and all the way up, and coming back down. Fantastic. Okay. In your own time guys, 8 to 10 times, all 3 of them. Staying mindful, keeping that flow throughout the whole of the exercises. Okay everyone, this is your third set of exercises. The first exercise is going to start off on our hands and feet, and we're going to think about driving our knees forward and our hips going up. When we get to the top, we're going to engage our glutes and engage our core so we're nice and strong, and we're going to imagine we're a tabletop right at the top. So we're taking a breath in, and on the breath out, knees drive forward, hips drive up, and we'll take a pause here, And on the breath out, coming back down. Once more to show you guys. And driving forward and up. Shoulders stay strong. And coming down. So this one, same again. Repeat 8 to 10 times, nice and slow and controlled, and keeping your form consistent every single time. Okay, moving on, exercise number 2. Okay everyone, so our progression for number 1, we are going to come back to the same position. Make sure you've got some room behind you because you're going to throw your arms around, you don't want to hit anything off shelves. So we're going to come up to the same position, and we're going to take one arm off, and we're going to reach it behind as far as we can go, and then coming back, and then changing over, and reaching up and over, stretching and reaching as far as we can, and coming down. And it's nice to think about when we come down and we're coming back to a small ball, and then when we change, we can think about extending and being as long and as wide as possible, and then coming back down to a small position. Once more for you guys, we're going to reach up and reach over and coming back. Going as far as you can, everyone, keep pushing it. Okay everyone, so the last exercise for this last set, a bit of fun, have a go. It's a bit tricky, but I always like to leave you guys on a bit of a tricky one. It's been nice to hear from you. A few of the exercises I've seen people have been having a go and maybe not getting first time, but sticking with it and achieving it after a few goes. So here it is. So the last one, we can come to our hands and feet again, same position that we've just done, reaching up and back, and from here we're going to fold underneath ourselves and come to downward dog, stretching through the back of our knees and driving our heels back into the floor. And from here, right hand and right arm are going to lead and bring us back to our position, and coming back to our small ball, and changing over, go to the other side. Be careful with this one, but have a go and have fun. And reaching over to our downward dog, have a stretch, have a breath, and then coming back, and then on. Okay everyone, well done. That's your last exercise for your last set. Repeat that 8 to 10 times, just like the other 3. Have a go. It can be tricky for some people, that last one, but I always like to give you all a trickier exercise to end on, just to keep it interesting. And do let me know how you get on in the comments down below. It's always good to see how you guys get on. Okay everyone, well done. That is 3 sets with 9 exercises in total. So take that away and work on that how you will, but I would recommend you do that all in one so you can find a real nice flow between each of the different sets. Now it's really important at the moment, with everyone doing a lot of sitting down, that we keep our bodies moving freely. So take this episode and do it before any of the other classes you may have going on at the moment. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.